Data privacy and security talks have been escalating in the last year due to the high influx of ransomware attacks, data leaks, and new demands put out by government bodies. Last year set a new record for ransomware payments due to the huge amount of attacks that compromised sensitive information across Europe, North America, and Asia. In this episode of Emerge 5, we're looking at the top 5 data privacy and security trends for 2022. But before we start, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications to make sure that you stay up to date with all the latest in enterprise tech. 5. Mismanaging workers' data will cause legal battles. According to a survey by Riverbed/Eternity, 88% of executives are concerned about digital disparity between in-office and remote employees. The result has been that many employers have utilized some level of surveillance technology to ensure productivity in the workplace. The United Tech and Allied Workers Union, or UTOR, have supported workers who feel that their data privacy is being abused by organizations, noting one incident where an employee was scrutinized for having low productivity, despite also going through menopause and having childcare issues at the time. The employee took the organization to court and won due to the fact that organizations, under the Data Protection Act of 2018, have to tell employees how they will use their data. It looks like this will become an increasingly important point to be aware of as organizations need to navigate around any new potential legal risks they might fall into in 2022. 4. Repetitive data tasks to be completed by low-cost workers. While using machine learning can be useful for noticing patterns and trends, labeling and categorizing data goes beyond many AI's capabilities. This work is often labeled micro work due to how little time it takes to do. However, when vast quantities of these demands get sent to workers, it can be overwhelming. Companies such as Clickworker, Appen, and the crowdsourcing platform Amazon Mechanical Turk are notorious for hiring workers to complete these tasks for very little compensation. A study by Singapore Management University noted that the average wage at Mechanical Turk is less than $2 an hour, while only 4% of workers earn more than the US minimum wage. If this trend continues in 2022, it might raise questions as to how well this data is being handled, as low-wage workers have been suggested to receive less training due to a perceivably lower return on investment. 3. More election rigging. Much of the general public remain relatively unaware of the far-reaching consequences of the Cambridge Analytica scandal. Splinter groups formed by Cambridge Analytica former members have been formed with the interest of backing new political campaigns, and countries that have not previously been exposed to such scandals still remain at high risk. Researchers recently called upon the Department of Defence in Australia to devise a plan to combat potential misconduct. 2. Startups battle data giants. Privacy regulations are fundamentally unequal as they are unable to stop the wealthier and more powerful companies from breaking them, meaning that only the smallest fish get caught. That is until recently. Recent speculation around Google Analytics and their ability to anonymize data led to the Austrian Data Protection Authority declaring the platform to be in violation of GDPR, with France's DPA following suit. European startups have emerged to take the place of Google Analytics, ensuring that they are fully GDPR compliant. Most notably, Estonian data company Plausible Analytics tripled their subscriptions in 1 week, proving themselves to be the trusted underdogs in the battle for ethical data management. 1. An influx of regulations. President Biden's administration kicked off the year with a 4-point plan that will be used to increase national cybersecurity and protect public and corporate information. As listed on the White House official website, the 4 points are as follows. Number 1. Disrupt ransomware infrastructure and actors. 2. Bolster resilience to withstand ransomware attacks. 3. Address the abuse of virtual currency to launder ransom payments. And 4. Leverage international cooperation to disrupt the ransomware ecosystem and address safe harbors for ransomware criminals. It's likely that other government bodies will follow suit. Belgium's Data Protection Authority recently declared that the Interactive Advertising Bureau of Europe's framework for how publishers get consent for collecting and use personal data isn't compliant with existing EU privacy regulations. And that's a wrap for this week's Emerge 5, but we'll be back next week for another exclusive EM360 episode. Remember to visit em360tech.com for more great daily content. I've been Rose Hurley, and from all of us here at EM360, have a great day.